Yeah. Hey everybody. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Number two. Um, Tiffany's dad didn't want the whole thing recorded. He wanted her to have to do it again. So here we are doing it again, and it's gonna record the whole thing. I believe it. It was so good the other day, and I know you guys are gonna get something out of it. A lot of you weren't that are on now weren't on the other day. So it ends up working out for sure. So I am super excited that without further ado, I am going to turn this to Tiffany. She does have slides that you guys can watch and look at and all the things. So I am excited. Take it away, Tiffany, friend.
Hello again, everybody. Hopefully, maybe Dad didn't. Maybe I stuttered too much, and Dad said I needed to redo it. So, um, I always feel like maybe Thursday was good, but I feel like since we started the 90-day run, I feel like this is even better for today than it is for Thursday. But it's all about talking about being consistent, and consistency always wins, at least in my book. I started off with I'm always talking about being honest. I try not to be motivational. I am kind of, it's just my thing. But I also want people to realize you've got to be honest with yourself. So put a one in the comments if you've ever asked yourself or started strong and then slowed down or felt discouraged. And then also if you've ever thought that you just weren't cut out for this. You started it and you're just like, no, this probably isn't for me. Um, I know I have. It says I put down people don't fail because they can't do it. They fail because they stop. So you start off, you get real excited at the excitement phase, and you're doing all of the things, all of the posting, you're messaging all your friends, you're so excited, and then you just kind of fizzle out. Um, Excitement is emotional fuel. Emotion is temporary. Is excitement is a spark. It is not a strategy. So you need to remember to keep the excitement, but don't use that as your fuel to keep going. Um, because sooner or later, and I know it didn't take me 3 months or so into it, where the reality sets in where people aren't responding. They got excited for the first month or so about what you were doing, but then they just stopped responding. They're not engaging. You're not getting sales. I got more sales from people I don't even know than people that I've been friends with my entire life. Um, so you're not getting your engagement. So then you're thinking, you're doubting yourself. I'm not good at this. Others are better at this. I'm just not, this isn't for me. All of that is normal. Reality doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're building. So that's the consistency thing. Even if you think none of this is working, keep going because you're still building. And we got to remember. There we go. See, most people fail because they don't fail because they can't do it. They fail because they stop. Not dramatically, just quietly. How many people do you know that have been in this business that all of a sudden you just don't see them doing anything anymore? It's not so much that they're not doing the business anymore, or maybe they aren't, or they're just fall off. Nobody's going to notice if I don't post, if I don't do whatever. I will tell you this past week has been awful, but I've still consistently tried to post as much as I can without being like, because in the same way it's in a weird situation when you're dealing with a death or sickness or whatever. Because if you're still posting your business, even if you're posting and you've had things scheduled, people are like, why are you posting and you've got all this other stuff going on? I still have a business to run. I still have to do things. I would have been off of work, but I still would have had to do stuff. So just remember that no matter what, you're still building. The third one, I always laugh because this is the big this one. I said I think this one and the next one is my phases that I feel like I've been in for the past 3 months, which is the comparison phase. when you're comparing yourself to other people, you compare yourself to Ashley or Shelby or Linda, and you're like, they're doing better, they're ranking faster, they've got more people on their team. I've got two people on my team. I can tell you in a heartbeat that I have tried opportunity after opportunity. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. And I'm comparing myself because I see people that are constantly putting people on. Trish over here is just knocking it out of the freaking park. And I'm, you know, so comparison is normal. Also, it creates two danger thoughts. One, you feel like you're behind. Two, you also feel like you're not enough. And a big thing that ChatGPT told me was you're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. So no matter what, you think this person is doing all of these things. Again, you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes in their lives. All you see is a 30-second, 60-second highlight reel for their lives. It says comparison doesn't stop momentum, your reaction does. So you can compare all you want, but how you react to your comparison will make or break you, in my opinion. Also, the next season, the quiet season. I, in the past, and might be my fault too, but in the past, again, 3 or 4 months, um, I get into things that are going on in my life and things become very quiet, especially on the business aspect. And it says every business has quiet seasons, slower months, or fewer wins. And the difference between runners and quitters, runners continue to do the boring things, which are things like posting and messaging and following up, which I hate, pouring into people, even if it's just one person, even if it feels small. Consistency can be boring, but boring builds businesses. So regardless of how boring you think things are, when you're like, son of a gun, I do not want to do those 5 follow-ups that Ashley wants me to do. You keep doing it because it's going to continue to build. Posting when you feel inspired is easy. Posting when you feel unnoticed is leadership. So, in my opinion, just continue to do all of the things. Um, Whatever phase you're in, that doesn't mean stop. It means stay and to keep being consistent. And I have no idea where I'm at on my slides. I did this on Thursday. I started talking and I don't even know where I'm at. So we're just remember small steps, continuing to do the same things. Um, what actually works? I'm actually right on the same spot. Um, Consistency is not doing a lot; it's doing a little repeatedly. I can't say the duplicate word that Ashley always says, so I always say repeatable because that's um, it's being able to duplicate. So intensity is working hard for a few days and then disappearing. How many people, and I could say myself included, post for a week, or if you're doing Slay, you do Slay for a week, and then you're like, I did Slay for a whole week, my month's done, and you just kind of disappear off into the abyss and hope you get some sales. I know I've been better about that, but I know that I've done it. That's not consistency. That's emotional effort. Consistency is predictable, repeatable, and sustainable. So I always say, my dad always said, keep it simple, stupid. So if what you're doing can't be repeated next week, it's not consistency. So if you can't do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again all the time, and you're having to change things because it's not working, it's not duplicable, or however Ashley says that word. Daily structure, which, like I said, the 90-day thing kind of goes roll into this. Mine was a little more basic just because that's when you're doing things that's apart from the 90-day run. This is something you could do every day, no matter what. which I always said was 1 to 2 value based posts. What I do, Rise and Grind, this is kind of what they do. They do the same thing in Slay. They always have like two major posts, which is whatever the Slay post is, and then just your everyday run of the meal post. 3 to 5 genuine conversations, and that is not just a basic hello and then drop off the face of the earth. Make it genuine. Talk to them. They're gonna know you're trying to sell them if you're just gonna be basic. Follow up with past leads, and I always say that includes people that are were once active and then are no longer inactive. Follow up, because again, you never know what's going on in their lives. They may still want to do it, they just weren't able to, and that's what happened. You just don't know. Just be genuine. Talk to them. Check in with one teammate, which I always said to downline if you have them. If you don't, check in with a side sister. You don't have, it doesn't have to be somebody on your team. It doesn't have to be an upline. Just talk to somebody. You never know what that means to somebody. So, just for me, for those 4 or 5 tasks that I do daily, um, it's not 20 things. You're not looking for perfection. You just want repeatable action. Biggest thing, post when engagement is low. Right now, I can tell you my engagement is not low because of everything that happened last week. There are probably hundreds of comments on posts that I've had. However, and my dad, I'm going to take this as a blessing, as Linda said. I'm getting 30 plus likes on comments for pharmacy that I've never had before. So regardless, low engagement doesn't mean low impact. People are always watching silently. I know I haven't done a live in a hot minute, but I know when you do lives, some people are just on there. They don't say a word. You see that they're there, but they're not saying a word. Um, Algorithms, Facebook is always screwing with algorithms. So you've got that. Uh, Growth happens quietly. And a big one for me, post like the right person is watching, even if only 5 people react. So you could have 0 people comment, but that doesn't mean whatever you're posting or whatever you're saying doesn't mean something. Follow ups. We make it awkward. I know I do. Um, they posted in the 90-day, maybe a little bit different than what I had said on Thursday. But what I do, um, if I'm doing follow ups, day 1, we message. Day 3, follow up. And that's regardless of if they bought something, you could just follow up and say thank you. If they didn't, if you know that they are, oh, poor little case there. um, you could just see if they're interested. If it, sometimes, like I said, you don't know what's going on. So it could be silent. Just follow up with them, see if they need anything. Day 7 is a check-in. Like I said, I usually do that throughout a week post. And then honestly, for me at least, I back off a little bit just because I don't want to feel like I am chasing somebody, excuse me. So if I post or if I message and follow up with somebody after that 7th day, I do a monthly touch base, regardless of when that is. If I middle of the month I've talked to them, I'll message them towards the end of the month and say, uh, see if they need anything. Biggest thing, do not chase and do not beg. That makes you don't need that because it's obviously they don't want the product, and 2, it makes you look desperate. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have done it before. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need to feel confident to act confident. Sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it. And I hate that saying. I will tell you that, but it's the truth. Sometimes you just have to fake it. Confidence comes after repetition, not before. So again, the more you do things and the more you repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, the more confident you're going to get at doing whatever it is you're doing. I feel like I'm a little more confident the second time around doing this training just because I've already done it. So The people who win are not the most confident, they're the most consistent. So just because somebody has a ton of confidence doesn't mean that they're going to succeed. It's just not how that is. If it's too complicated for somebody new to duplicate, it's too complicated. So if you get a new team member and you're trying to train them, and whatever you're doing to be consistent is too hard for them, it's too hard. You're making things too hard. Like I said, keep it simple, stupid. Your goal is not to look impressive. Your goal is to be repeatable. So don't think that just because I'm doing all these things, it's going to make it look so good and everybody's going to want to join my team. I'm going to tell you right now, I can tell you as somebody who had an upline, who was trying to do all of the things before, it, it, it turned me off because it was, for me, it became too pushy. And I didn't want to do all of the things that she was doing. It was just too much. Keep it simple. You don't need a breakthrough. You need a baseline. You just need to start. Start somewhere. I'm just laughing over there at Ashley with whatever. If your mindset doesn't mature, your business won't either. So, like I said, just keep wanting to grow. And that's the personal development. And that's, find some YouTube motivational things. Find something that speaks to you that makes your mindset mature. Again, what I do and what Shelby does are two completely different things. Just because I find something into what this, it may not be something that she's into. We're two totally different people. Don't compare. Uh, Most of the time, rejection is situational. It's not you. Just because they're saying no now doesn't mean it's a no forever. And it also doesn't mean that it's about you. They could be going through something, financial, sickness, marital problems. You have no idea. That doesn't mean they don't want to do it. It doesn't mean, A, they don't want to say yes to the opportunity. It may just not be right now. They may want to buy your product. It just may not be right now. Just don't compare. Don't get into your head. Quiet is also normal. Every business has a rhythm. You're going to have a busy season. You're going to be like, man, this is great. And then next month you could be slow as crap. And it's just going to, it's a season. Um, Keep planting. And I said on Thursday, and I wish I would remembered to go figure out where the heck I heard this from. But ChatGPT also said it. So somebody said it. Farmers don't dig up their seeds just to check if they're growing. Don't keep digging up your seeds. Just keep planting. Biggest one, comparison kills momentum. Comparison doesn't just steal your joy, it steals focus. And I always say, stay in your lane. Stay in your cotton picking lane. Don't worry about what this person over here is doing. You're never going to grow if you're looking everywhere else but straight ahead. Speed does not equal sustainability. That's another thing, too. You don't have to go fast to get to where you're going. Slow and steady sometimes always wins the race. Sooner or later, you're going to get there. You are not behind. If you are still here and still learning and still trying, you are not behind. I can tell you the number of times in the past 6 months I've said to myself, phew, I don't know. And I'm sure it's everything else around me. But I'm like, I don't know if I don't know if I'm cut out for this anymore. Like, I just don't know. I went out of my lane because I said I looked at other businesses, not necessarily wanting to go to a different business, but I'm like, man, maybe it's better, maybe it's easier over here, or maybe something else is better over here. Like, I just don't, stay in your lane. And then also, behind compared to who? Everybody is different. You may think you're behind, and Linda may think you're doing phenomenal. You just never know. Behind compared to who? Everybody is different. Growth isn't a race, it is a rhythm. And then, like I said, biggest thing, celebrate your small wins. Make posts. That's why, like, when we do like the comeback circle, and if you're not in the chat, I always say get in the darn chat because it's so much fun. Like, you get to celebrate, even if it's just like, dang, I made a $20 sale. You made a $20 darn sale. Like, I just, you know, um, are you messaging people? That's a win. Are you learning something new? Heck, did you learn how to put your makeup on a different way? But and you never do it. It looks better than it did before. Celebrate it. Did you stay when you wanted to quit? That's a win. Keep going. You don't have to feel confident to keep going. You just have to decide not to stop. Confidence isn't the requirement, commitment is. Biggest thing. I think I've said it before. Slow does not mean stop. Even if you're having a slower season, don't stop. Just keep going. I've posted, like, I don't even think I've posted today. Today's been a hard day for me. I'm going to post, but I'm not stopping. I still edited it. Well, I haven't edited it yet. I put it up. I have to edit a reel, but I'm still going. My biggest thing, I went to church today. I didn't want to. It's been a hard week, but I still went. And I told you it was going to be hard. Anyway, so keep going. I'm going to try to gather myself back up again. Um, I think that was the end of my notes. So I'm going into my slides just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Um, you don't need that was a big one. You don't need a dramatic comeback. You need steady steps. So even if you've started and you're like, oh man, I've fallen off the wagon, don't be dramatic about it. Don't be like, man, I'm getting back on the wagon because everybody's gonna watch for you. You think you think everybody's watching, you wait. They're gonna watch when you if you make a big deal about things, just get back on the wagon. Just start over. Don't make a big deal. I am guilty of making a big deal about everything. I can't help it. It's just who I am. So then again, this is perfect because of recommitment. Start in the next 30 to 90 days. Well, if you're in the 90-day run, you're doing 90 days. Just saying. I'm in level 2. Gosh dang it, that's really hard. I'm already telling you, I'm looking at that like, that's a lot, but I'm going to do it. So keep your keep yourself repeatable. Choose one person or two or even three to talk to. Even if you're having a hard day, shoot. I know everybody on this call, you can message me like, son of a gun, I don't know if I can do this. And they're going to talk to you. They might have to talk you off the ledge, but they're going to talk to you. Keep it simple. That's the biggest thing. Keep your consistency because if you just rely on your emotion, it's not going to get you anywhere. And I think I'm done. I have no idea what time it is, but I'm done.
That was so good. Oh, I think it was better the second time. Okay. I think it was better the second time. It was good. I didn't record it at all. It was so good. So good, Tiffany. Y'all, so many good things in this. Like, go back and listen to it again. Okay. Putting your blinders on, not looking to the left and to the right, staying when it's quiet. Y'all, listen, sometimes when I get on live, it takes a while for people to jump on. I start saying, hey, Sally, hey, Brittany. Ain't no Sally or Brittany on. Ain't no Sally or Brittany on. I'm just making myself feel better that I'm talking to people. And I talk to people like there's one or there's 5,000. Shelby, I'm laughing because I know you probably do the same thing. Like, you just talk, okay? There was so much goodness in this training. Tiffany, thank you so much. And like she said, we're doing this 90-day run. If you are not doing the 90-day run with us, get on and do it because it is not too late. We just started today. And like I said at the beginning before we hit record, you just have to make the decision. I am going to commit to this. And I promise you, if you commit for 90 days, not 30, not 20, not 1 week, yeah, Case is saying, if you commit for 90 days, your business in 90 days will be a 180 difference. It will. And guess what it's leading up to? June, July, the summer stinking freaking
Hate
months,
those
right?
months.
Okay. So, what we're doing now is going to make it even more successful in those slow months. It was all a part of this. Okay. Hello. Yes, you say hello to everybody. So, jump in. This is great. And this was a great kickoff call. I think this was like the perfect timing, Tiffany, because it's March 1st. We all needed this. We're starting the 90-day run. Like this was so good. So thank you so much. Anybody want to say anything? Any questions? Anything? Linda.
Tiffany, very, very proud of you. Very proud of
Hey,
you, baby girl.
see, I
You're,
didn't really. I stuttered a little bit, but
oh, you
maybe Dad
did.
was
I
right.
agree
Maybe I
with
just needed to
Ashley.
just.
Oh, honey, you killed it this time.
Yeah.
This time right here was amazing. And Ashley, I'm just going to tell you, you're going to be so tired of me because this 90-day thing, I'm already stressing.
Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't.
Oh,
I don't want you to stress. Okay. Don't stress. Let me tell you some of you on this. I'm doing level 3, obviously, because I do this full time. Okay. I went to ChatGPT and every day I have 3 posts a day, right? I went to ChatGPT and I said, I need 31 quotes about motherhood, life, and my faith. And it gave me 31 quotes. I am taking and hey, I'm making a graphic. You can go see. You can see the first one I did. And every day that will be my first post. And it's going to be scheduled. I'm not going to have to think about it. I'm going to go schedule 31 days of content for every morning at I think it's 8 a.m. I just started this today. Obviously, we all did. Okay. 8 a.m. day. I'm gonna do a morning quote. And that's gonna be one of my 3 posts, but that is going to be something that I don't even have to think about. So if you can schedule, go ahead and maybe, especially for those of you doing level 3, it's like what, 25 story frames? Maybe every day.
oh, I started to do level 3 and then I was like, there's no way. I would.
It's a lot. Level.
Can I give you a little tip? Well, 2 tips. A, ChatGPT so freaking good for your business.
Honey,
If
listen,
you
it's my friend.
yeah, if
Go
you
tell
don't
it about this 90-day run. Go tell it, hey, I'm doing this level 2 90-day run. Help me create content for this week or something like
Right.
that. And it will
and pay
start
for it.
planning. Yes.
Seriously, pay for it. It's so beneficial. I use it for more than freaking just that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I
yes,
use it
But
for
yes.
life. Yeah.
I
not only that, rise and grind, and I think we have it scheduled like in the thing so people have the
Yes. It's pinned in BFA.
right, right.
go get on there. And I
Mm,
tell you this because every single morning we do an entire hour of task, and they are story slides, they are posts, they are
Mhm.
messages, they are story replies, they are literally every single thing you do. And then
Yeah.
you've got a whole hour. Like if you're doing level 2, I think it was 2 hours, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's an hour done
Yep.
already just in the morning. And if you can't do the morning, if you can't get on, they have replays.
Mhm.
Grab the replays. Just do it by yourself. But it does the same thing. They give you all of that.
okay. Yes,
Yes.
I'm just absolutely, you guys are going to get tired of me. You're going to be like, this old woman is driving me crazy.
Never.
And the reels, you guys, remember, they don't have to be pharmacy based. Like level 3 is like 14 reels. That's 2 a day. I might do 1 TikTok shop and 1 pharmacy, 1 singing a song, 1 pharmacy, 1 whatever. Just do not, for the love of all things, give me a picture with a music. That is not a reel. Okay. That is not a reel. That
But I
is not.
like pictures with music.
I know, but that's a post. Make that a post. That can count as a post,
And
okay?
listen, can I tell you something? Do not make every reel about pharmacy.
No,
They
please
Oh,
don't
don't.
want to.
no,
They don't
no.
want to see that. They do
Yeah.
not want to see that. They want to. They
Absolutely.
want to be able to live life with you. And if you're
Right.
Yes.
doing all pharmacy, they're like, seriously, is that all they do? And that's not all you do.
Yes.
Do not make
And
every
I
reel.
don't know if y'all saw, but I just dropped a massive incentive for hitting 125
Yeah.
by the ninth, getting on an exclusive call with Brittany Metke.
That's going to be
Oh,
good.
she's cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's phenomenal. I spent the time in Maldives with her. Phenomenal. If you get to 125 by the end of March 9th, you're getting an exclusive invite to that call. Okay? It's going to
Game
be
on.
freaking awesome.
Anybody
Okay,
else have
I love
questions?
you guys. Anything else?
Love you guys.
All right, I'll see you guys tonight at the comeback circle,
Yeah.
7:30. Love you
Me
guys.
and your bestie will be on.
Yay.
You
Can't wait for
ready?
my Frankie. I love y'all. Bye. Bye, y'all.